Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to our Friday show. This is Gashi Skyman. So if you're here for the first time, feel free to leave a comment. So, next Wednesday, William Samoei Ruto will enter Nyanza nation like a king. With him will be the new CS Treasury John Badi, Energy CS Opiwadai. Joho will also be there, and also Wycliffe Oparanya. So I want us to look at what this trip means to the country at large, or the reason behind William Samoei Ruto rushing to Nyanza. I want you to look at the coincidence. One, Raila quits national politics and start the campaign for the African Union position, and already I understand he has the backing of 19 countries so far. So I understand he just needs 19, no 13, and he'll be home and dry. We wish him all the best. So this is just a coincidence. But when you look at it, you see there is a number of observations that we can make. Number one, William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga are working very, very closely. And this is something that we cannot run away from. This is a fact. Whether good or bad for the country, I leave it to our fans to make comments here. So, number two is that William Samoei Ruto is working very hard to make inroads in Raila stronghold. If you look at the way he has been moving, you realize that he has concentrated so much in Western, in Kisii, Coast, and now in Nyanza. So when you look at it, you see, although actually there's nothing wrong with a politician trying to win as many followers as possible, as many disciples as possible. But when you look at William Samoei Ruto, you see a man who is restless. You see a leader who is ready to do anything to win the heart and the soul of Raila's disciples and followers. Number three, if you look at the four cabinet secretaries who will be actually having their homecoming parties, which is, in my view, is something that should not happen. Because you see, homecoming of a CS who has actually been a member of parliament, homecoming of John Badi, of Piwadai, doesn't make much sense to me, if you ask me. In fact, they should have hit the road and start learning and bring the necessary changes that are supposed to be brought in this country, because this country is yearning for changes. And when they were brought to the government, Kenyans are expecting a lot from them. Whether they are going to achieve or not, only time will tell. For now, we cannot be able to judge them. So, when you look at the members who are joining, the very close allies of Raila Amolo Odinga, who are actually accompanying William Samoei Ruto, we can conclude one thing, that these people are taking the man to his in-laws. It's just like a man would actually, when he's preparing for a wedding, he would go to maybe the girl's family and that's the lady's family, and maybe meet the in-laws, greet them, meet the would-be brother-in-laws. This is what is happening in Nyanza. So normally, especially in the Kikuyu traditional society, a man normally goes first with his friends, close friends, and or maybe the friends of the bride to be, and they enter the homestead of the parent, and before everybody knows what is happening, things have started working. This is what is happening in Nyanza. That John Badi is there, Joe is there. They are holding William Samoei Ruto's hand to take him to the Nyanza. The big question is Nyanza going to accept William Samoei Ruto? Are they going to embrace William Samoei Ruto? Here, chances are 50-50. Because you see, one thing that you cannot be able to deny is that William Samoei Ruto is making inroads. As he loses the mountain, because already mountain is on fire. And I've also noted in the mountain that Gachagua is also winning at the expense of William Samoei Ruto. I've noted that all the senators from Mount Kenya have rallied behind Rigathi Gachagua, and a number of members of parliament, including Kawajiko, by the way, they have now, I'll give a critical analysis about this much later, maybe after this video. They have rallied behind Rigathi Gachagua. And when you look at now, William Samoei Ruto wants to actually to cover the lost ground and replace, that is, he want to replace the lost ground from Nyanza. Because you see, because the mountain is slipping out of his hand, now he's trying to get replacement from Raila Amolo Odiga's stronghold. So when you look at it, you also expect a lot of promises in Nyanza. And I think our leaders should be bold enough, should be courageous enough, and ask the president to put whatever he's promising into concrete action. For example, you are likely to see some major roads, they are being relaunched. And I think anytime the president visits a place, I think our leaders should be very genuine and be very honest with the president and tell him, when you came here last time, you promised that this one was going to happen, this one project was going to happen, but it has not kicked off. So our leaders should take this advantage of the president visiting the various places. So these promises, because they have been coming, na unajua Waswahili wanasema ahadi ni deni, dawa ya deni ni kulipa. When you look at William Samoei Ruto, and I know the people from Luo are intelligent. By the way, one thing I like about the people from the lake, they are usually very intelligent. When you look at it, the people there should actually also show the president that, okay, if you want our votes, it should be a bargaining, not a blind following. Though they are entitled, every part is entitled, every community is entitled to development from the government without mapendeleo, bila nini, ni haki yao, ni haki ya kila mtu, ni haki ya kila eneo bunge kupata maendeleo ambayo yanafaa. I think even the people themselves should be given that forum and ask our leaders, including the president, what are you doing? Because already William Samoei Ruto is halfway into his first term, but there's not much we can be able to see, and Kenyans are asking hard questions. So let us wait and see how the crowd is going to receive William Samoei Ruto. Let's see how the turnout will be, kwa sababu najua the taste of the pudding is in the eating. Hatuwezi tukasema Megi mpaka sasa tuone vile ambavyo watamlaki pale, tuone vile ambavyo watampokea pale. Sijui kama watampokea kwa shagwe na deremo, vifijo na deremo, tuone yale ambayo yatatokea pale. Yangu ni hayo tu, na kutakia kila la heri, siku njema, huonekana asubuhi. Bye bye.